Hi, how's my hair look?
I love Todd. Todd runs around here like a chicken with his head cut off.
I'm the program director at WVON and the operations manager at WRLL.
Okay, so is this cool? Speakers like this? You sure?
Yeah.
The suicide hotline.
Well, you know, I would at least call the police or I would get on the phone and call the police right now and tell them the information that you had.
You know what?
Matt,
No, I'll do that. I just didn't.
I mean, I'm not telling you to do that.
No.
It's a really tough situation to be in that you should never put yourself in that position.
I agree.
Talent, news people, board ops. On our log, on the front page of our log, we have what we call a discrepancy sheet. This is very common across the nation with every radio station.
When he first got here, the bane of my existence. Every which way I turned, there was nothing I could do that was correct.
I'm holding him.
Absolutely nothing. And I'm saying, what is with this guy? You know, is it just me?
Todd is a white man working in a black talk radio station format, and he doesn't get it.
See, I said, can I have some of the results of the people signing up? That's what I asked you. You said on April 9th is when the guy can give us the sheets. That's what you told me.
Oh, no, that's not what I said.
Well, can you give me the sheets now, Todd, please?
I can get it to you within the next half hour or so, most likely.
I appreciate that. That's all I need.
Okay, but that's not what happened.
Okay.
Thank you.
I know I was gonna difficult.
So it's a liar. But April 29th, April 28th, me.
You don't like that kind of energy.
I know.
Take that back.
Storyteller. You know, I actually wish I didn't actually call him a liar, but you know, it was just a situation where I just felt like he said something that I didn't believe really actually took place because of the heat of the moment. You know, I was surprised that he would actually say what he said. You know, but at the same time, you know, I apologize for actually calling him that. But you know, when somebody acts like a liar, they must be a liar.
You know, Carlton's young. He's 24 years old, and I don't, you know, except for his experiences at school, he hasn't had much experience in the professional workplace. And I chalked it up to, here's a guy who's angry, who got his back against the wall, and when you're fighting like that, you're going to say anything.
Todd came from a big competitor of ours, and I felt he would bring skill sets here that we didn't have. Well, he's your program manager, Charles. That's kind of disrespectful.
Well, no, what was disrespectful? It's disrespectful for him to call in and I'm in the middle of a show talking about some bullshit. He call in when I'm talking about black folks. You don't call in, correct me?
Charles.
About the facts?
Charles, I called you, and this is what I said. Hey, Charles, what was your source for this? And you
And I
told
told
me
you I
my
didn't tell you.
That's right. Then I said, if you can't tell me, you can't tell the listeners, then it's not a fact.
You know what, Todd? I'm not arguing this anymore. It's dumb.
Well, it's simple.
It's dumb.
It's simple.
It's totally dumb.
You're right. It's dumb.
Whether you should call in and argue that I say that Martin Luther King was a Republican.
Radio, man, is essentially show business. It's a show and it's business. And most people who get behind the microphone in this form, as in talk radio, they have huge egos. And I don't have room for egos. There's a couple of people here that I constantly have to basically say, hey, what size hat do you wear? Because I think you're going to need to go up 2 more sizes. Or your next hat better be adjustable size because your head's getting too big. And I just call it out for what it is and let people know, you know, you can check your ego at the door because we've got no place for them here.
Hi, is Vince available? He's sleeping. Well, he's supposed to be at a meeting right now, and we're looking for him. So if you can tell him that the 12:30 meeting started when he wakes up, I'd appreciate it. This is Todd, his boss.
I've seen him work in every capacity possible, even crawling around the floor, hooking up wires, building equipment, building shelves, building whatever we need. He's grassroots.
Todd is lonely. And here's why I say that. Todd is very, very ambitious, and Todd is a completer, and Todd loves wires and cords and fuse boxes stuff like that.
Todd, I don't know. The verdict's still out. It's a love-hate relationship.
Well, based on a new survey, Chicago.
I love him, he hates me.
Todd is cool people by me, man. Anytime I have a question, I can go talk to him and get an honest answer. Even if I don't agree with the decision that he made, I can sit in his office, the door's always open, and we'll talk about it, you know, and I'll get a different perspective. And a lot of times, usually, if I'm emotional about a decision, once I talk to Todd, then I'll understand where he came from and say, okay, I see it. Because if I was program manager or program director, I probably have to do the same thing. But I'm gonna tell you, his job is not easy. You gotta figure, you have a radio station, a black talk radio station, and everybody in the radio station, not just the personalities, are opinionated, they're driven, they have egos, and Todd is like the white elephant in the room who has to manage everybody. And he does a pretty good job, and sometimes I don't even know how he does it. But you know what, he's the type of guy that you can go hang out with, ask him any question, and he'll answer it with you. You know, I like Todd, and I'm glad he's here, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, kudos to Todd. Okay. You know what? Now this is what we need to talk about, is how my damn lunch keeps coming up missing! Todd!
The strangest thing about Todd is that Todd is a cynic. If you say, it's sunshiny and it's 80 degrees, he'll say, well, you know it's gonna rain tomorrow. You know, so he's gonna always take you around the mulberry bush. And 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be something you don't wanna hear. Some people call him a realist. I am such an optimist, I think he's a cynic. But he really needs to clean that damn office.
He's a good guy. He thinks he's funny. But most white people do.
Hi, this is Todd. Yeah.
That's Todd.